Patient who is overweight or obese to lose weight. It is not necessarily an act of fat phobia. Rather, it is a medical recommendation based on evidence that links excess body weight to increased risk of certain health conditions. Being overweight or obese is associated with a range of health problems, including heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and certain types of cancer. Losing weight can improve these health conditions, as well as improve overall health and quality of life. It is important to note that weight loss should be approached in a compassionate and supportive way, and that shaming or stigmatizing individuals who are overweight or obese is not helpful or effective. A doctor's recommendation to lose weight should be made in a non-judgmental and supportive manner and should be accompanied by guidance on healthy eating habits, regular physical activity, and other lifestyle changes that can support weight loss. It is also important to recognize that weight is a complex issue that can be influenced by a range of factors, including genetics, environment, and mental health. For some individuals, weight loss may be particularly challenging, and it is important to approach weight loss recommendations in a way that is individualized and takes into account the patient's unique needs and circumstances. In summary, a doctor's recommendation to lose weight for an overweight or obese patient is not necessarily an act of fat phobia, but rather a medical recommendation based on evidence that links excess body weight to increased health risks. However, it is important to approach weight loss recommendations in a compassionate and supportive way, and to recognize that weight is a complex issue that may require individualized approaches.
Hey, the word obese is garbage, and here's why. First, the word obese literally means something that's eaten itself fat, which is not only deeply stigmatizing, but it's also inaccurate for many fat people who are not fat because of eating. There are many reasons why people are fat, some include food, but many do not. Next, the word obese didn't enter common usage until the 1830s when Adolf Quetelet invented the BMI. Today, the word obese only has significance within the context of the BMI, and it has no value outside of that structure. If you haven't watched my video about how terrible the BMI is, pause this and go do that. If we are to stop using the BMI, which we should, that also means dismissing its components. We actually don't need to pathologize body size in order for doctors to treat fat patients. In fact, the quality of care increases dramatically when doctors do not pathologize fat patients. For all of these reasons and more, please just use the word fat. It's a morally neutral descriptor.
The word obese is a medical term that describes a condition in which an individual has excess body fat that can negatively impact their health. It was not created to antagonize or shame individuals who are overweight or obese, but rather to provide a medical term that accurately describes a specific body condition. In the medical community, the term obese is used to classify individuals who have a body mass index, BMI, of 30 or higher, which is considered to be associated with increased risk of a range of health problems, including heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. While the term obese may be seen by some as stigmatizing or negative, it is important to recognize that it is a medical term used to describe a specific condition. Medical professionals use this term to assess the health risks associated with excess body fat and to make recommendations for treatment or management. However, it is also important to recognize that the use of medical terms can sometimes contribute to stigma and discrimination against individuals who are overweight or obese. It is important for medical professionals to approach their patients with empathy and compassion, and to use language that is supportive and non-judgmental. In summary, the term obese was created as a medical term to describe a specific body condition associated with increased health risks. While the use of medical terms can sometimes contribute to stigma and discrimination, it is important to approach the use of this term with empathy and compassion, and to prioritize the health and well-being of patients.
What a beautiful day. A beautiful day to remember that diet culture and the thin ideal are rooted in racism and patriarchy. So the next time you feel bad about your body and you think maybe the solution is to try to lose some weight, ask yourself, who profits off of me feeling this way? Because it's a white man. And since when? Since when? Since when? Since when? Do you give white men your money, your attention, your time, your respect? Well, the answer is simple, darling, you don't. You never have and you never will. Why start now?
Diet culture and beauty ideals are complex and multifaceted issues that are influenced by a range of factors, including social and cultural norms, media representations, and individual preferences. While racism and patriarchy can contribute to diet culture and beauty ideals, they are not necessarily rooted solely in these systems of oppression. Diet culture refers to a set of beliefs and practices that prioritize weight loss and thinness as markers of health and beauty. This culture has been shaped by a range of factors, including media representations of thinness, the influence of the diet and wellness industries, and societal pressures to conform to narrow beauty standards. While racism and patriarchy can contribute to these pressures, they are not the only factors at play. Similarly, beauty ideals are shaped by a range of factors, including historical and cultural norms, media representations, and individual preferences. While racism and patriarchy can contribute to beauty ideals by promoting narrow standards of beauty that prioritize certain physical features over others, beauty ideals are also influenced by a range of other factors. It is important to recognize, however, that racism and patriarchy can contribute to diet culture and beauty ideals by promoting narrow and exclusionary standards of beauty that prioritize certain groups over others. For example, beauty ideals that prioritize fair skin or European facial features can contribute to colorism and racism, while beauty ideals that prioritize thinness can contribute to fat phobia and ableism. In summary, while diet culture and beauty ideals are not necessarily rooted solely in racism and patriarchy, these systems of oppression can contribute to narrow and exclusionary standards of beauty that harm individuals from marginalized groups. It is important to approach these issues with a critical lens and to work towards promoting inclusive and diverse understandings of beauty and body image. It is important for doctors to provide equitable care to all patients, regardless of their weight or body size. Discrimination against patients based on their weight can lead to lower quality of care and poorer health outcomes. Therefore, it is commendable that a doctor doesn't discriminate against an obese patient because of their weight. However, it is also important for doctors to address the potential health risks associated with obesity. Obesity is a medical condition that can increase the risk of a range of health problems, including diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer. Addressing obesity as a health concern can help prevent or manage these health problems and improve overall health outcomes. Therefore, it is important for doctors to provide compassionate and non-judgmental care to obese patients, while also addressing any potential health risks associated with their weight. This may include discussing lifestyle changes, such as diet and exercise, that can help manage obesity and prevent or manage associated health problems. It is important for doctors to approach these discussions with empathy and sensitivity, while also prioritizing the health and well-being of their patients. In summary, while it is important for doctors to provide equitable care to all patients, regardless of their weight, it is also important for them to address the potential health risks associated with obesity. Addressing obesity as a health concern can help prevent or manage associated health problems and improve overall health outcomes. It is important for doctors to approach these discussions with empathy and sensitivity, while also prioritizing the health and well-being of their patients.